Friends, welcome to my channel. I want to get straight to the point. I want you to visualize two apartments. Years ago, I was living in one of these two apartments myself, without a machinery factory, with nothing but a notebook and a calculator in my hand. Same city, same neighborhood, similar rent. In the first apartment lives someone earning $95,000 a year. Walk in, and you'll find a wall-mounted 75-inch TV, a $4,000 leather corner sofa, tools mostly still in their original boxes, clothes with tags still on them, and a spare bedroom turned into a storage room. This person opens their bank account every morning with a knot in their throat, one missed paycheck away from crisis. In the second apartment lives someone earning $52,000 a year, a spacious layout, a modest couch, a reasonable TV, tools that are actually bought out of necessity and used, clothes that are actually worn. This person checks their account with calm confidence because they've saved 18 months of expenses and sends 20% of every paycheck to investments. When I was young, I chose to be exactly the second person, and let me tell you, that choice laid the foundation for the factory I have today. Friends, it's not about income. It's about being able to see the hidden cost of everything you own. Everything you buy has two costs. One is written on the receipt, the other is not. That unwritten cost includes space, maintenance, mental energy, and opportunity cost. A boat sitting in the garage eats up about 10% of its value every year between winterizing, cleaning, registration, and insurance. The treadmill sitting in the corner means $600 to $1,000 in indirect rent per year, including clearance space, and most likely has clothes hanging on it. Before buying anything, calculate this, friends. How many times will you realistically use it? Divide the total cost by that number. A $200 jacket worn twice costs $100 per use. A $400 jacket worn 200 times costs $2 per use. The expensive one is actually cheaper. Before I built my factory, I was constantly doing this calculation in my head, and I still do. Then apply this test in your home. If this item disappeared tomorrow, would I go buy it again? For a fondue set? No. For a dusty bread maker? No. For clothes you haven't worn in years? No. Then these items have negative value. They cost you space, energy, and maintenance without giving anything back. Sell, donate, or throw away everything you wouldn't replace. When I reached my first million at age 28, everyone around me was upgrading their car, phone, and furniture. I didn't. Never replace something that works perfectly, friends. That is my strictest rule. If the phone calls, texts, and runs apps, it's enough. If the car reliably gets you around, it's enough. The average person replaces their phone every 2 to 3 years. Over 30 years, that means $30,000 to $50,000 in unnecessary spending. Spread across all categories, it easily exceeds $200,000 over a lifetime. So where could that money have gone? Into index funds, machinery, factories? Make spending harder, make saving easier. Remove saved credit card numbers from online retailers. Wait 24 hours before any unnecessary purchase. Delete shopping apps. Set up automatic transfers to investment accounts on payday. Let the money go to the investment account before you spend it on needs. Willpower depletes throughout the day, but a system is permanent. The 24-hour rule alone eliminates about 70% of impulse purchases because that excitement usually disappears within a day. Count your belongings. Really count them, friends. How many shirts do you have? It'll turn out to be 3 or 4 times what you estimated. How many kitchen tools? How many pairs of shoes? How many books you'll never read? Numbers change behavior. Someone who knows they have 47 items in a category thinks differently when buying the 48th. Before buying something big, rent or borrow it first. Want to try camping? Rent the equipment. Woodworking? Borrow the tools. Before building my factory, I observed the industry from the inside for months, learning without committing. Every big purchase you make has an ecosystem behind it. For a boat, a trailer, a tow vehicle, storage, and insurance. If you buy without thinking, The total cost can easily reach around $12,000. But if you had rented it, you could have gotten away with maybe $1,000 or $2,000. When we rent the boat, we don't end up paying for storage, insurance, registration, or maintenance. Define what is enough before you start earning. Which house is enough? Which car is enough? Which wardrobe truly meets your needs? Ask yourself these questions and build a system accordingly. As income grows, lifestyle grows with it, and in the end, the person earning $300,000 feels just as stressed as the person earning $80,000. When I was earning $52,000, I had already defined my needs threshold, and as income grew, the difference went straight to investments. That difference is what built today's factory. Measure wealth not by possessions but by options. Can you quit a job that is destroying your mental health? Can you take 6 months off for a family emergency? Can you start a business without guaranteed income? Can you retire before 65? Those are real wealth. The person earning $200,000 and spending $195,000 has no options at all. They are chained to their income. The person earning $80,000 and spending $45,000 has extraordinary options. Make cyclical decluttering a habit, not big annual cleanouts, but small weekly reviews, monthly category assessments, quarterly general check-ins. Removing 3 items a week is manageable and sustainable. Removing 300 items a year feels overwhelming and always gets postponed. Do this today, friends. Find 10 items in your home that you wouldn't replace if they disappeared and sell them. Put that income to work in your investment accounts. This month, try the 24-hour rule for every unnecessary purchase. See how many desires survive and how many disappear. Minimalism is not deprivation, it's awareness. Earning less doesn't mean living worse. It means living more freely. When your bank account strengthens and your investments grow, the urge to accumulate naturally fades because the need for security is now met by real financial power, not by possessions. This is a virtuous cycle. Spending less creates more savings. More savings creates security. Security reduces the urge to spend. Reduced spending accelerates savings further. I entered this cycle, and that cycle made me a factory owner. It can do the same for you, I promise. This is not financial advice. I am not a licensed financial advisor. For more information, follow my channel and hit the share button so your friends can benefit too.